Hey my beautiful Aries peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Sam from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with your week of the 25th through the 1st of October. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Do want to mention before we start, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description below. Without a further ado though, here Ram fam, let's see what's up with you and we'll see what's going on here for your week ahead. What do we got showing up here for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout the week here of the 25th through the 1st of October. Okay, starting out with the overall energy for you. We have here Five of Pentacles. Looking at the current energy of Five of Cups, we have here the Hierophant, which is another 5. And lastly, we have here the Seven of Pentacles showing up here for the outcome. So definitely do want to take into account here the 555 showing up for you. 555 typically is an angel number that resonates towards massive and major transformation coming your way. So even if the circumstances right now, Aries, don't seem too hot, they might seem like there is a lot going on that's not working out for you at this time. This is a message of rejection is God's protection. So anything that feels that it's not working out for you actually means that it's a blessing in disguise. You might feel like you're on the wrong path, but you're actually being divinely guided to exactly where you need to be. So that's wonderful to see here so far. Now, starting out with the overall energy, we have here the Five of Pentacles. Typically, this is the energy of lack. We feel like we don't have anything we need in order to get to where we need to go. We feel like there's something here missing in our lives. And I do think that there's a major disappointment factor due to this lack that you've been experiencing. Maybe some of you guys are going through a bit of a rough financial time. For others of you this week, it could be about feeling like you're lonely. I don't have people around or people to rely on or people to communicate with. So you might be at a point where you feel like there's a lack of kinship or relationship showing up here in your life. You could feel that at this time there's just something missing here as well, whatever that may be personally here to you. But looking at what it is you're dealing with, we have here the Hierophant. So despite the energy of feeling lack, you have been very devoted and committed to something. I definitely see here with the outcome, Seven of Pentacles, you've been making all the investments you can. I feel like you've been playing with the cards you've been dealt, okay? Now, that is a very important thing to bring up here for a second. Playing with the cards you've been dealt. Sometimes we can't immediately change our circumstances, but if we're willing to work with what we've got, then we definitely can create transformation. And like I mentioned with those 3-5 showing up here for you, 555 being that angel number of transformation, I definitely feel like it's coming. So you're at a point here right now where you're working with the cards you've been dealt, but I think you're about to create here with the Seven of Pentacles a really, really awesome thing for you. You know, whatever it is that you're lacking, you're about to start creating abundance here, but maybe it's just going to come in a different form. Maybe it won't come exactly as expected. It could come even in a better form that you didn't even see coming. Now, let me go ahead and clarify a little bit. Tell me about the Hierophant here. Why do we have the Hierophant for Aries? We have here the Page of Wands. So you are on a path right now where you are very interested in having a particular outcome manifest, okay? Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. We have here the Queen of Cups. I do feel like whatever it is you're wishing to see manifest, you are very emotionally involved in wanting this to happen. So for example here, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, maybe you've been disappointed with your finances. You're at a point right now where maybe that's making you upset that your finances aren't where you want it to be. So you're doing everything you can to work on building financial stability, even if right now you may feel like that's not coming into play here for you. For other areas, maybe you're feeling a little lonely. You're longing to create good relationships. And it's not, even though, you know, the circumstances maybe I don't feel like I have a lot of people to rely on or relationships in general, that's not going to shy me away from putting myself out there to get to meet new people. And this is super important, guys, because when we don't have what it is that we want, but we still work towards it nonetheless, that is a beautiful example of how we can change our circumstances. If we accepted our lack and just said, this is how it is, and took zero action and did nothing about it, we wouldn't be given an opportunity here to create genuine change. But coming into your week here, guys, this is the energy of not backing down, but instead saying, you know what, I'm going to keep a positive morale. I'm going to remain doing what I can here to work with what I've got so that I can manifest what I'm looking for here at the end of the day. Cool. So you're not living in the lack mentality, even if your current reality kind of presents itself as lacking what it is you desire. So this is really good. I like this, guys. Let's talk about it for a moment. You know, when we're looking at lack in our lives, we can see it show up. We can acknowledge it for what it is. But at the same time, submitting to lack versus choosing to not live that type of lifestyle anymore is a very different thing. Sometimes people can accept their lack and then just say, hey, this is what it is. This is how it's going to be, and they'll do nothing about it. In your case here, Aries, you're saying, I don't like my current circumstances. I'm going to deal with them. I'm going to accept them for what they are. I'm going to deal with the cards that have been dealt, but I'm going to keep on working and striving to make and create a change. And with that type of attitude is what's going to get you closer and closer towards abundance, moving out of that lack type of reality and manifesting the abundance you want, which is really, really great. So let's go ahead over here and continue. Now, what is going to be the potential challenge here for Aries throughout the week here of the 25th through the 1st? What is going to be the potential challenge coming in for Aries? And what do we got? We got here the 10 of Pentacles. Having it all seems like the challenge. I think that right now, if you can focus on getting everything one step at a time, that's going to be a really good focus to have, a really good course of action to take, right? Not everything's going to happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day, so little improvements are to be celebrated, okay? I think to a certain degree, right, with the challenge here being the 10 of Pence, it's like, yeah, it's a little frustrating that I don't have everything I want right now all in front of me, but the fact that you can see little changes can really help you appreciate the fact that things are changing, and if little changes can happen, they inevitably add up to the big changes you want to see here in your life. So I almost feel like I'm kind of being called to tell you, appreciate the change you receive, even if it's little by little. It is what it is. Appreciate the fact that changes are happening, because inevitably those small steps, they all add up and they create massive wins, right? Which I think is super important to talk about here too. So yeah, I think that you're building a pretty positive mentality here coming into your week, which is really cool to see for you guys. It can be so easy. It really can be so easy to say, you know what? I don't have what I want. My life sucks. I'm never going to get what I want. I've been in this energy of lack forever. Circumstances aren't going to change. This is where I am. It can be so easy to submit to our reality that we're unhappy with and just say, hey, this is how it's going to be. And there's a lot of people right now on the planet that are living a very dissatisfied reality. I lived a very dissatisfied reality for a good majority of my life until I learned about positive reinforcement, law of attraction, manifesting. You know, I was in a period where I used to kind of just accept everything that was given, every circumstance, whether good or bad. And when I learned that you can change your circumstances by, of course, A, remaining positive, but by B, taking action in a positive manner, in a positive direction, that's when my life really started to change and shift. Remember, there is no law of attraction without the law of action. What the law of attraction means is that you believe in your power. You believe in what it is you are manifesting, right? If you desire to be a person who's financially stable, you have to believe that you have financial stability, that you can possess financial stability. Believe that within yourself. Then the following thing you would need to do is the law of action. Take action to create the financial stability. What would a person who's financially stable do? Would they have one job? Would they have two jobs? Would they network with people? Would they work extra hours overtime, even if that work is on a side hustle or side project at home? What would those people do? Embody that energy while taking that action. Pair that with the belief, and then that is how we manifest, right? So really cool stuff to bring up here. Hopefully that can help somebody out if you've never heard that before. But regardless, guys, this week here is looking like you're building a super solid positive morale, even if the circumstances here aren't fitting to what it is you desire. Now, moving on forward, let's see what you can expect throughout the rest of this week. What can my Aries peeps expect here throughout the rest of the week of the 25th through the 1st? Taking a look here at the first card, we have here the Empress. Hello. Next card is going to be the Eight of Cups. We also have here the Strength card. And lastly, we have a Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. I definitely feel like you're on track here with that Knight of Pens. Now, the Empress card is a card that represents growth. Like I previously mentioned to you, I think that for some of you, you wish like there could be overnight success here. But remember, Rome isn't built in a day. So appreciate the growth you have, whether it be little, whether it be huge. So there's definitely growth coming in for you this week. You're going to see changes. You're going to see things evolving. And I think it's exciting. I also get the sense here that you get to walk away from something this week. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. What is Aries walking away from this week? We have here the Six of Wands, and we have here the Page of Swords. Yeah, I think that if you've had any sort of intrusive thoughts about your own success, if you have dealt with people who have been very negative towards you being a successful person or having success in your life, you could be walking away from people and individuals like that as well. So I do want to mention, if anybody's played a role in making you feel that you shouldn't believe in yourself, Maybe this is somebody within the family sector, friendships, romantic relationships. You definitely could be walking away from negative people with bad attitudes and that aren't putting belief in you. At the end of the day, though, guys, it's not about people believing in you. It's really about you believing in yourself. Thousands of people cannot believe in you, but just by you believing in yourself alone, you can make anything happen. And I think that here, to a certain degree, if it's not about external forces, this could be about internal intrusive thoughts. If you've been having any sort of intrusive thoughts here about your own success, I see you Xing them out, cutting them out, moving away from that kind of mentality as you tap back into your strength here and really focus on keeping a positive energy towards your success. So that's really great here. And like I mentioned, Knight of Coins, slow and steady. I don't feel like everything's going to be changing overnight for you, but this week is definitely going to be an indication that change can happen. Even if you're dealing with the cards you've been dealt, you can change the cards, right? So that's what's so cool about this. It's like you get that confirmation of like, wait a minute, I can make things change, and being able to see that and verify that feels freaking wonderful. So what else do we got here for the week here for Aries? We have a Six of Cups. We have here a Hangman. We also have here a Judgment, not Justice, a Judgment card coming out here as well. All right, Mercury is stationed direct, so we still have a bit of an after shadow period for the next 2 weeks or so. I am picking up on an energy where somebody from your past here could potentially be coming back around wanting a second chance with you. This could be the energy of a previous romantic partner or a previous friend. Any kind of relationship, doesn't have to be romantic, could be strictly platonic here as well. But there could be somebody from the past trying to come back around to you, especially if they feel like things were kind of never really clarified. Maybe the two of you left off on a weird note. They might want to have a conversation and see where things are at. So you might see something evolve there. Yeah, Four of Wands showing up here and the Fool card. Somebody here might just want to jump back into a really positive place with you, especially if things were left up in the air or if things were left unanswered. So there definitely, for a few of you, you could expect somebody from your past coming back around to you, wanting to see if you both can get into a good place, get into more of a harmonious relationship again, where maybe at one point in the past, things just kind of fell off. The two of you got distant. Maybe somebody here wants to get close with you again. That might be something here to expect this week as well. Okay. All right, though, Aries, moving forward, I'm going to hop on into your career, your love life, your personal life. Then we'll get into the rest of the read. So let's have a look here and see what's showing up for career this week. What do we got for Aries peeps in career? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout the week here of the 25th through the 1st. For the career, we have here a King of Wands, we have here a Lovers, whoa, and we have here a Knight of Swords coming into play as well. I just want to throw this out here. Granted, this is a career reading and not necessarily a love reading for this part. There could be some love and romance manifesting in the workplace for a few of you. If there has been flirtatious energy with the King of Wands, attraction showing up between you and somebody else for quite some time, feelings might be developing in the workplace, and action might be getting taken on those feelings. So if you're an Aries and you've kind of been flirtatious with someone, they've been flirtatious with you, there could be an elevation here or an expansion here of wanting to move forward into something a little bit more romantic. So things might be getting more serious here with a coworker or somebody within the workplace. Now, when we're looking at career in general, I do think for some of you, you are starting to notice that you're doing the things you love, and there is room for expansion by doing what it is you love. King of Wands here is passion, Lover's card here is connecting to what we love, and Knight of Swords here is growth, forward movement, expansion, in action. Okay, so I do feel here to a certain degree here for Aries in career, if you're in a period of time where maybe you decided to do something you love, maybe you decided to start a business, maybe you did something that didn't give you the best pay, but because you loved it, you went for it anyways. And I'm seeing this vibe here of things starting to work out for you much better financially by doing the things you're passionate about and by doing the things you love. So for Aries this week, you may notice that the more you start leaning into career options that you're passionate about, that you genuinely enjoy, you are starting to see more opportunities of success there. For some of you, maybe you started a business, maybe you're selling candles, right? If you guys want to buy one of my candles, link in the description below. Maybe you're doing a tarot channel. Maybe you're starting to see success there because you started something that you genuinely feel connected to. Remember, guys, when we do things we're super passionate about, things that we really love, we're going to see a good return on that investment because passion really shows in people. And passion is super awesome when it comes to attracting and manifesting in career. So when we're doing the things we love, we're going to get good benefits out of that financially and be supported. So I think this week, it's a really wonderful week here here to maybe jump into something you like a lot more than maybe what you're currently doing. Maybe you're working a 9 to 5, but you've always been interested in starting a side business. Could be the perfect opportunity this week to start that business you've always loved and wanted to do. If you've had an opportunity to jump into something you know you'd be really connected to, if that opportunity is in front of you, I say take it, take action with the Knight of Swords. You'll be pretty happy with how it plays out and pans out. All right, moving on forward, we're going to hop on into love. Let's look at the single Aries first and see what's going on here for you. What do we got showing up in love here for the single Aries peeps throughout this week? First card out is going to be the High Priestess. Following card is going to be the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups coming into play here as well. God damn. Aries, let me just say this for you. You got a High Priestess. You got a good feeling about somebody. You really do. I think if you're a single Aries and you've been involved with someone for a long time, they make you incredibly happy here with the Three of Cups. You always enjoy spending your time with this person. And I do have to mention here with the Two of Cups, this can be a relationship manifesting this week between you and somebody else. So if you've been talking to somebody for a while, I think you've been saying to yourself, I have a good feeling about them. I have a good feeling about our connection. I feel like we're going to get together. I feel like we're going to have a good relationship. And I think that that goes according to your feelings. Your feelings here actually pan out. Your intuition here serves you right. You and this person actually do have a coming together here this week, and you're super stoked about it, excited about it, especially with just how much you enjoy this person's company and how much they enjoy your company as well. There's a lot of value showing up here between you and this individual. Like, you both really value one another, which is really nice to see. So yeah, I do think for the single Aries, you could be getting into a relationship here this week. Okay, really awesome. Jumping on into the coupled Aries, what's going on for Aries in love? For the coupled Aries, what do we got this week? First card out for you is going to be the Ten of Cups. Hello. Taking a look here at the next card for you, we have here the Magician, and looking at looking at two more cards, excuse me, we have here the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Swords showing up here as well. This is great. Now for coupled Aries, Ten of Cups, that is the energy of like the utmost fulfillment. It does look like a very fulfilling week here for you and your partner. I feel like you're really showing up for your person, or your person here could be really showing up for you. Ten of Wands can represent having a lot going on. It could represent the energy of being overwhelmed or dealing with a lot of burdens. I don't feel like this is representing that there's been burdens in your relationship. It could mean that maybe your partner's kind of been going through a lot recently, Aries, or it could mean that you've been going through a lot. But nonetheless, Queen of Swords showing up here means clear communication to help eliminate any of the burdens or bothersome energies that either of you have been experiencing. So it feels like a very supporting week for Aries couples. If it's about you supporting your partner supporting you, you supporting each other, there is a great level of support showing up this week, which really reinforces how much the two of you love each other with the Ten of Cups, but also how much you're always going to be willing to show up for each other due to the nature of that unconditional love. So it's a very great bonding week and supportive week here for Aries couples. I think that if there is a situation happening where either of you are going through it, or both of you, there is a shoulder to lean on here for sure. And I do see either one of you kind of helping eliminate the burdens here that are showing up in one's personal life. Okay, that's really awesome to see, man. You know, having a partner that you can lean on, having a partner you can support, that will always come towards you with unconditional love and help you get through anything. That is the type of person where you feel like it's the two of you against the world, right? So really wonderful energy here for Aries couples. Now hopping on into your personal life, let's see what's going on with Aries peeps personally. Coming into the week here of the 25th through the 1st, what's going on for my Aries peeps personally? First card out, we got the Two of Pens. Following card's going to be the Four of Cups. And then lastly, we have here the Nine of Swords here as well. Yeah, I think you're going back and forth between this energy of being worried and not being worried. But I feel like the Four of Cups here at the center says, the main thing I'm trying to focus on is getting rid of inconsistency and getting rid of fear, right? So with the Four of Cups being a card here of wanting to push something away, you want to push away fear, you want to push away inconsistency. Now, when we go back to the main situation for a second, I mentioned to you, you're basically dealing with the cards you've been dealt coming into this week, you know? I don't have everything I want. I do feel like I'm in lack, but I'm not going to let that deter me from trying and deter me from doing my best to manifest my best reality. So The number one key here is going to be your mental status, your mental, how you are focusing or what it is you're focusing on. It's about eliminating negativity, eliminating fear, and making sure you keep up a consistent, positive attitude. And that's what you're focused on here the most, I think. So moving into your personal energies, the best thing you can do right now is keep up the best positive morale you can to create better circumstances for you. Accept things for what they are, but know that you have the power to change them. And I mentioned to you as well with what you can expect here in your week that it's going to be a great confirming week that shows you, wait a minute, I can change my circumstances. So just knowing that you have the power to do that really, really gets the gears in motion. Okay? Wonderful, y'all. What's going to be the overall outcome? Let's take a look. What do we got showing up for the overall outcome here for Aries throughout the week here of the 25th through the 1st? And we got here the Knight of Wands followed up here with the Page of Pentacles. Nice. Knight of Wands here, man, is a card of getting ready here to make shit happen. The Knight of Wands is a card that represents a person who's ready to start and begin a journey that they're proud of, a journey that they're passionate about, a journey that excites them. And I definitely see here with the Page of Pentacles, you're also ready here to improve your stability. And when I talk about stability, it doesn't just have to represent financial stability, but it definitely can represent in general your overall well-being. So you're beginning here a journey of improving your well-being moving into this week. And I definitely think you're going to start to see results. And even if those results may be slow, they most certainly are going to continue to be steady for you as the next coming of weeks will follow. So Aries, you guys had a wonderful reading, man. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do hope that you enjoyed your message here for this week. Of course, if you really enjoyed this video, drop a like and definitely drop a comment down in the comment section below. If you're new here, I'd be more than happy to welcome you into the Soul family. So do consider subscribing. I would greatly and I was going to say greatly and gratefully. For some reason, I couldn't communicate that, but I'll gratefully appreciate it if you want to subscribe. And also, if you're interested in a personal reading, first link in the description below. I'll be happy to meet you guys on my website. But Aries, have a lovely day and a great rest of this week. Do enjoy it, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.